Hello. Trying to set that up there. Stay. Yeah. Hello. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Hi. I am an hour early because I have to get the kids in school, so I have to do a lot of paperwork, and it's at 9 o'clock, so I have to come on a little early. Haha. I'm going to piggyback off of one of the videos that I made today, just with a little bit of notes, and then I'm going to jump into the word, okay? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. I hope you slept well. Yeah. So, late last night, God had me repost a video from last year about Tomorrow. One of my favorite movies was Annie growing up. I loved every bit of Shirley Temple, but I hate the fact that she went through what she went through now that I know as an adult what happened. Neither here or there. But Annie was one of my favorite movies. And then the song that she did with Daddy Warbucks was Tomorrow. And I reposted 2 of those videos. Both of them were made in 2 separate years. So that was crazy. At the same time in each year. And today I just found a message that I wrote. It fell out of one of my Bibles. And it said, about this time tomorrow. About this time tomorrow, things will work in my favor. My life will never be the same again. I will come from poverty into generational wealth. There will be a gigantic deposit into my account that will change my life forever. Tomorrow, my life will never be the same again. From lack to never lacking again. From borrower to lender to nations. New will be my portion. About this time tomorrow. I want you to sit with that. And I don't know why God has me hyper fixated on the word tomorrow. I'm over here just screaming out tomorrow. I'm over here smiling cheek to cheek about tomorrow. And tomorrow, it was done yesterday, so it could be today or it could be literally tomorrow. But about this time, there's some blessings that are about to take place. Now, that's not what I came on here for. I came on here to finish up, well, not even finish up, to get into the second part of Jacob and Esau. Remember yesterday we talked about Jacob and Esau and how they were 2 nations warring together in their mother's womb. They were fighting since they were in their mother's womb. And when Esau came out first, Jacob came on his heel and grabbed him back in. They were at war since they were at birth. And Esau got tricked out of his birthright because he was so hungry that he had to eat. And his brother said, I'll feed you if you sell me your birthright. Now, mind you, what we carry, it might not have that much value to us because we've been carrying it our whole entire lives. And we talked about the word favor. And we've been carrying around favor for our whole entire lives. And as we carried around this favor, we saw it as invisible, but the enemy sees it as a weapon that they can use. So they want to come in and take it. But one thing about God is you really can't have it for that long when it doesn't belong to you. When it doesn't belong to you, the devil's going to have to cough up what belongs to you and not what the devil perceives as his. Right? Okay? So I wanted to go into Genesis 27 because in Genesis 25, we witnessed the birthright being taken or given away. It was taken because it was malicious. Jacob knew what he was doing. Jacob knew that Esau did not know the value of what he had. And I think about you, let's talk about self-esteem. Has it ever been taken from you? The devil knows what to do. He knows what to say. He knows the keys. He knows the jokes. He knows all of these things to slowly beat you down or beat you into submission. Because he knows that you don't know the value of who you are. So you're on the devil's whim. But the devil knows how valuable your self-esteem is. It's your confidence. Is who you are. As he came in hungry, as Esau came in hungry and famished and thinking he was about to die because he thought with his belly and not his head. What? Don't you start, Rain.
Yep, go.
Thank you. But as he came in hungry for physical food, He gave away something that was priceless. And today I'm saying that you're about to get something back that is priceless. But before you even think about getting that back, Jacob had some more tricks up his sleeve. Be careful of who you surround yourself with. Be careful of surrounding yourself with the wrong people, because some people are natural born tricksters. And we are about to witness not only Jacob being a trickster, but where he learned getting the tricks from. When you think about a narcissist, it normally stems from the father or the mother or the grandmother. It's normally a line or a lineage that it comes from. You don't just wake up a narcissistic person. It's inbred inside of you. So you saw it from either your mother, your father, your cousin, your uncle, your grandmama, them. It's somebody in that family that created that toxic environment, that created that war zone in that house. And if it's your mother, she had to have that learned behavior from her mother or her great-grandmother. It's always a learned behavior. And when you get into that family, you'll start seeing where it comes from. At first, when you go to talk, like you going into it with him and his family, whatever, you talk to his mama like, yeah, I don't know where he get it from. And then you get in the family, you realize that he get it from his mama. Or he get it from his daddy. Or he's always been a cheater and a liar because his daddy is a cheater and a liar. And he took him on his escapades at a young age. So now it's learned behavior. A lot of times children learn where they live. And they become adults that have learned that behavior. But when you are a mature adult and a healed adult, you don't learn that behavior anymore. You realize that you have been lied and bamboozled or whatever. You have been lied and bamboozled to or whatever, right? So in that doggone bad behavior, you realize that, nah, that ain't it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm blocking anybody that calls me baby that is a man, because I'm not your baby. Yeah. Okay. But it's normally in-house learned behavior. If a man is a liar and a cheater, his father probably was. Or his mother probably was. Or she coddled him and she act like he was just the king of the household and his stuff don't stink. So now he don't know how to wash, cook, clean. He think you're supposed to be a servant to him. And if she don't know how to do nothing, it's because she's a daddy's girl and her daddy probably bald-headed and he probably spoiled the mess out of her and she don't know how to do nothing. So it's always learned behavior in that household. In that household. So now we're about to see where Jacob has got this behavior from. And if you know who his mama is, you know that she was a trickster from the beginning. She had her daddy chasing her husband, because she done did some stuff she ain't supposed to be doing. Her daddy was a trickster. He tricked Jacob into getting her. I'm talking about, they are a family full of tricksters, liars, and deceivers. This is where she comes from. She gets it from her daddy, and her daddy probably got it from his daddy. And now she giving it to her son. Because if nobody ever told you that that behavior was wrong, you're going to think it's right. And if nobody ever checked you, you're going to think it's right. You're going to think it's right. So now we enter into the text and we're going to learn a little bit more about where he gets it from. Because Jacob was a trickster. He was a liar. He was a thief. That's what he was. But where did he get this from? Sometimes you got to go into the heart of things. You got to go into the history of things to see where it comes from. Okay? Let's get it. It says, Genesis 27 verse 1. All right. It says, now it came to pass when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, that his eyes were on that he was so it was dim, so he couldn't see. So that he called Esau, his older son, and said to him, my son. He answered, here I am. Then he said, behold, now I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Now therefore please take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt game for me, and make me savory food, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless it before I die. Now here's a conversation between Esau and his daddy. Isaac is talking to Esau and he's saying, son, I don't know when I'm about to die, but I know that I am. I know that my time is coming. I want you to go out and do what I like you to do, because he loved his son to be a hunter. So he says, I want you to go out and get some wild game. And when you get the wild game, I want you to prepare a meal that you know I like. So he says, take your bow, take your quiver, and go out and hunt for me. And then I want you to come back and I want you to cook for me. And he's like, I can't see. My time is ending. I don't know the time nor the hour. But before I go, at last, make me one last meal. Make me one last meal. Okay? So he says in verse 5, Genesis 27:5. Now Rebekah was listening when Isaac spoke to Esau, her son. And Esau went to the field to hunt game and bring it. So who was listening? And you would think that the mother that carried 2 babies in her womb would love both of them equally. But when you have a narcissistic mother, she trains up the child, especially the one that looks like her. She grooms that child into her nasty ways. So here's Rebekah, the mother of the 2 twins, not one. She was a mother of 2 children that birthed them out, that she bore in her belly. But she chose one that she loved, one that she can groom, one that looks just like her, that walked like her, that talked like her, and had that nasty spirit like her. So she's listening to the conversation that her husband is having with his eldest son, who's supposed to be the birthright child, because he was the firstborn son, which means he was the heir. It had nothing to do with favoritism and everything to do with birthrights. He was the birthright son. He came out first. He was the heir to the throne. He was the heir to the inheritance. That was his right. But in her twisted way, in her twisted head, she says, nah, you're not going to get it. I don't like you like that. I like the one I can groom and train. And he's going to do what I tell him to do, because he's my protege. He's going to do what I tell him to do because he looked like me. So, yeah, she put the sons against the sons. Only Esau didn't know it was a game being played. He loved his mama. He loved his daddy. He can't for the life of him understand what's going on with mama. What's going on with mama? I bet all his life he's been trying to make her love him. But with a narcissist in the house, you can't make them people love you. One thing I can tell you is you cannot make them hateful people love you. They'll despise you the more. They'll despise you even more. You can't make them people love you. So let's get it. Now she's listening to the father talk to the eldest son, talking to the heir son, talking to the inherited son. And she's like, nah, that ain't finna be his inheritance. I don't think so. I don't think he's deserving. Nope. I'm about to steal it. Genesis 27:6. So Rebekah spoke to Jacob, her son, saying, indeed, I heard your father saying to Esau, your brother, saying, bring me game and make me savory food, that I may eat it and bless it in the presence of the Lord before my death. Now, therefore, my son, obey my voice according to what I command you. Go now to the flock and bring me from there 2 choice kid of goats, and I will make savory food for your father, and form them for your father, such as he loves. Then you should take it to your father, that he may eat it, and that he may bless you before his death. She said, obey my words, not your father, because she's unruly. This is why, and let me stop, because women, I'm going to talk to y'all real quick with our hard-headed behind. We are some hard-headed people by nature. We see that back in Eve when she ate that doggone stuff that she knew she wasn't supposed to. We are hard-headed, and this is why God put the men over us. This is why God put the men over us, because we are hard-headed by nature. She knew better, but she didn't do better. We talk about the Jezebel and how she was controlling and how she was manipulating. But have you met Rachel? Have you met Rachel? Rachel was hard-headed. She was unruly. She was manipulative. She was controlling. She was very narcissistic. We talk about Jezebel, but we don't give Rachel her credibility too. Yeah. Rachel was treacherous. She put child against child, twins against twins, brothers against brothers. Had them stealing blessings from each other, pitting father against son. She made her household turmoil. She was a very destructive woman. She was a very destructive woman. Very. So if we're going to talk about Jezebel, we got to get to Rachel first before we get to Jezebel. Because Rachel was a nasty woman. A woman that put some people that she birthed out of her own womb against each other. A woman that laid down with a man that she fooled, that her father fooled. Laughing while she sleep, plotting on the next thing. If we're going to talk about Jezebel, we got to talk about Rachel. She says, don't worry about it. I'm going to help you steal the blessing. I'm going to help you steal the blessing from your brother that is rightfully his. I'm going to let you steal the blessing from your brother that is rightfully his. Now, go get 2 kid goats from the farm and bring it here. I'm going to cook it for you. I'm going to cook it for you. Because I'm going to make you get that blessing. She was a treacherous woman. And this is why God had to place men over the woman. And this is why men have to take control over their household. That's why he the head. He's the head. Because some of these women out here be treacherous. I'm talking about they'll put son against son, daughter against daughter, mother against father. I've been in some households where I seen them women run their house to the ground. And some of the men be sitting there voiceless. Voiceless. And I'm sitting like, stand up. You a man. You weak in the knees. You letting this woman run this household into the ground. And you afraid of divorce. Divorce her. Divorce her. She running your house into the ground. I be seeing some of these, man. I'll go back. I'll give a testimony when I was in Atlanta. And I was staying with my ex-boyfriend. We were together for three years. And we were staying with his brother. And he was married to this woman. They were married for 10 years. And honey, she was a nasty woman. Nasty woman. And her daughter needed her hair done. And she had about 1 inch of hair. And I know how to do hair. Especially back then, especially braids and stuff. My mom was a hairstylist. And my family is a hairstylist. So I knew how to do the box braids and all that. So then I had my hair done all the time. And so boom. He came to me one day. And he said, hey, Lendaria, would you braid my daughter hair for me? Because I want her hair to grow. I said, well, it's only so big. I said, you know, I can do her hair. But I said, in order to grow it, and I'm going to pull it out. I said, let me put a little bit of extensions in there for her. I said, nothing crazy. I do my niece hair like this. I said, nothing crazy. I said, nothing crazy. I'm going to do like a little, you know, and I'm going to put a little bow at the end or whatever. He's like, okay, cool. So I had her hair in I put little bows in it, you know. I did a little cute little style, you know, the Florida style. It was in Georgia, but I did the Florida style. We had the little beads, little bows. I'm talking about she was beautiful. She came around the corner. His eyes lit up so bright when he seen it. He picked her up and he would just swing at her. He was like, you so pretty. I'm not going to say the baby name. He was like, you're so beautiful. Oh, daddy, baby. He was swinging her around. I went to work. I came home. I worked 9 hours that day. I was working at Party City that time. I was assistant manager. I went to work. I came back home and she came around the corner and her hair was out her head. And I looked and she was back with her little pinch of hair. And I was like, what happened? And she was like, I don't be letting nobody in my baby hair. I said, well, she ain't got hair. I was trying to help grow the hair. I got long hair. I come from long hair. I ain't finna mess up your baby hair. And she was like, I don't let nobody in my baby hair. And then he just looked at me with his tail tucked between his legs and his baby with her pinch of hair, sitting there looking bald-headed and nappy because your mama didn't want you to look like somebody because your mama bald-headed. And she don't want you to look better than her. And instead of saying, no, she gonna keep her hair, he wasn't a man and he let his baby have that little pinch of hair. Yeah. because he didn't know how to stand up. And many times I have been up in their household. I see her run that household. He asked me one day, he said, could you cook because she's not getting off lunch? I said, sure. I went in there, I made some squash, rice, some chicken. Like, I cooked everything. Finished it off. I cleaned the kitchen up. I put the pots in the refrigerator. She came home and she's like, oh, you cooked in my kitchen? I was like, he asked me to cook. Everybody was hungry. I'm from the South. I cook. You put them pots in the fridge. I don't put pots in my refrigerator. I said, well, then I'll take it out and put it in some Tupperware bowls. I don't even know how long you finna be here because I don't even, baby, you're intimidated by me. Let's put it together. You got a pinch of hair. I got hair. You got a piece of body. I got a body. You got a piece of man. I got a man. I got nothing. I'm living in the basement of your household. I'm not trying to take your position. I'm trying to play mine so I can get up out of here. You were very much intimidated. You're very much a weak woman, and it shows. But I won't be here long. I was going that weak. I don't do weak women. I don't do insecure women. I don't want your man. I don't want your little bald-headed baby. I don't want nothing over here. I don't want nothing over here. I just needed a place to lay my head so I got on my feet. And it took me 2 weeks, and I got up out of there. But she was so narcissistic, and he never said anything. He never said one thing to his wife. And you can see how visibly miserable he was. How visibly miserable he was. The light was in his eyes when he seen his baby. And it left his eyes when the baby went back to being bald-headed. He didn't control his house. He didn't control his house. Isaac did not control his house. That battle could have been over years ago had he stopped Rebekah in her tracks. He never stopped Rebekah and her foolishness. This is why Rebekah is doing what she's doing now. She's uncontrollable. She's unhinged. She's narcissistic. She's manipulative. And she's a stealer even from her own child. Forget Jezebel. Have you met Rebekah? Have you met Rebekah? Some men are blinded between what's in the legs and not what's in the head. Think up here. Use this first. It'll save you a lot of trouble. Especially from a narcissistic woman. Yeah. It comes from her. It was learned behavior from her father. And now she passed it on to her son. She says, I'll cook the goats. I'll get you that inheritance. Come with me. Don't she sound like the devil? Come with me. I'll get you what you asking for. I'll get you the birthright. I'll get you the inheritance. I'll get you the blessings. Follow me. Do what I tell you to do. Lie with me. I'll get you what you're looking for. If you just follow my time, my obedience. If you just obey me, I'll get you what you want. Now here it is in 27 Genesis and 11. It says, and Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, look, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am smooth-skinned man. Perhaps my father will feel me, and I shall seem to be a deceiver to him. I shall bring a curse upon myself, and not a blessing. But his mother said to him, let your curse be on me, my son. Obey my voice. Go and get them for me. He said, I'm a deceiver. If I listen to you, mother, and I go do what you said, and I take him this food, what if my dad asked me to touch my skin? I am a smooth-skinned man. My brother is a burly man. He got hair everywhere. He's going to see me as a deceiver, and he's going to curse me. She says, let the curse fall on me. Obey me. Hear my voice. He was talking to the devil himself. He was talking to the devil himself. People think that the devil looked like this red-headed demon. No, the devil looked like you and me. Look like your mother, look like your father, look like your sister, your brother. You better open up your eyes to the deceiver of the world. She said, let the curse fall on me. I know it's deception. I know we deceiving him, but he don't know. And as long as he don't know, it's okay. I'll put my leg up there. I ain't shaved from a month of Sunday. So when he asks to feel your arm, I'll put my hairy leg up there and let him feel my leg so you can get the blessing. Let the curse fall on me. Only obey my voice. That is the devil speaking. That is the devil speaking. You know, I took a screenshot yesterday because yesterday on Facebook there were 3 pages that said it had my picture and it said tarot card reader, and it was imitating. It was in the comments while we were speaking on live, and it was trying to be me, and I made a status about it, and I said, you know, it's the deceiver of the world. Do you know some people got in my inbox? And even some people got in the comments, they was like, that's not the devil. And then somebody got in there saying, you don't know why somebody made a fake page. You're supposed to be of God. You're not supposed to judge nobody. You're judging them for making a fake page because you don't believe in God. Woman of God, you don't know why somebody making a fake page. You don't know their truth. You're just of the devil. You're mad because I won't let you be me. You're gaslighting me into letting you pretend to be me in my face. You gonna play in my face? You gonna play in my face? You go, in what world? I don't know the reason why you want to be me. You're gonna tell me I'm not of God because I said you can't be me? You want me to just hand you my anointing. You just want me to hand you my favor. Baby, I got stripes in the game about how I got here. But you think you can take a picture of me and then become me. And mad that I said that you can't. And you get in the comments talking about that's not the devil. I beg to differ. I don't care. I said what I said. And you can't do nothing about it. You gonna write me an essay about why I said you can't be me. The devil. The devil. I ain't never seen somebody play in my face so bad, baby. They was hopscotching and double dutching, waiting on their turn to jump in. I ain't never seen nothing like this foolishness. But that's the audacity that the devil has. Why won't you allow him to take the blessing? Why won't you allow him to impersonate you? Why won't you allow him to manipulate you? Why won't you allow him? He don't understand. He don't understand. Why you just can't shut up and comply? Why you can't just shut up and let him steal your life and your anointing and your family? Why you confronted the cheating lover and you took your blessing and you walked? Why can't you just stay and keep getting beat on and stay and keep getting cheated on? Why you just can't stay? You know I ain't mean it for real. You know I love you. You know I cheated on you, but I still love you. You know, if you caught it late last night, and some of y'all, I can't post the status without y'all catching it in like 2 seconds. But if you were up late last night around 2 o'clock, I put in my stories on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram some evidence that I had about the 2 people because I'm getting ready to write a book. And if you was up late at night, you caught it. But I snatched it down because God says not yet. But if you up, you can catch something that I did. Some people caught it, some people didn't. But it was the evidence of what was done. And God is saying he's about to have the evidence reveal itself, but not too soon. Not too soon. She wanted him to obey blindly. Tell me, I saw it last night. Crystal, you was fast. I only kept it up for like 20 minutes. Y'all was fast. I seen some people see it. Yeah, I snatched it down. Just hold on. It's loading. Some people caught it. Some people didn't. But God is saying you're going to see the evidence. You're going to see the evidence. Dang, you seen it too. Y'all was quick with it. I'm talking about, I saw it and I snatched it. And I was like, no, not too soon, Landaria. Not too soon. Not too soon. Y'all be on it. I can't make one post. Anyway, she had a plan. The devil has a plan for you. But so does God. To prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope for a better future. The devil's is to steal, kill, and destroy. We are witnessing the devil in real time. Plot against him. We are witnessing a conversation that the devil is having in plain sight, in real time. If you obey me, if you obey my voice, Don't worry about the legalities of it. Don't worry about the legalities of it. Obey me. Yes, I started early. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to go up to my son's school. If you obey me, if you do what I tell you to do, I'll take the curse. See, the devil ain't worried about getting whooped by the God. The devil been getting whooped by God, so he's like, I'll take the whooping. I just need to take one of God's hitters. The devil comes for property. He comes for territory. And if he can get one of God's anointing, he don't care if God whoop him. Baby, he got thrown down like lightning from heaven. Do you think he care about God whooping his behind? Do you think that he care about God whooping his behind? She said, I don't care about him cursing me. He about to die. And I'm going to die behind him. I'll take the curse for you. The devil don't care about getting whooped. That's the last thing on the devil agenda. He's coming to take you. And if he can say, God, I got one of your heavy hitters, that's good enough for him. He don't care. We're witnessing a conversation. I'm going to finish it up. I'm going to do this and I'm going to come back later. It says, Genesis 27:13. But his mother said, let your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice and go and get them for me. And he went and got them, and he brought them to his mother. And his mother made a savory food, such as his father had loved. Then Rebekah took the choice clothes of the elder son, Esau, which were in the house, which was in her house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. And when she put the skins of the goat on his hands, on the smooth part of his neck, then she gave him the savory food, the bread, and she had prepared into the hands of Jacob. So when he went to his father, and said, my father, and he said, here I am. Who are you, my son? So this is what she did, because he's smooth, right? She killed the goats. Well, he killed the goats. He brought them to his mama. She then saved the skin of the goats because it was furry. And she put it on her son's neck. And she like clothed her son in the goat's fur, in the goat's skin. Because Esau was a hairy man. Isaac was blind, so he couldn't see which son it was. They probably had the same kind of voice because they're brothers. I sound like my sister. My sister sounds like me. It's so hard when I'm on the phone. My grandma and them, they be like, which one are you, Lenny? You got the same brothers. Y'all kind of talk the same. Y'all got the same vernacular, same mannerisms. So that part was easy. The hard part was taking the smooth skin and making it hairy. So the mama was like, I got you. She was a deceiver. Who is the deceiver of the whole world? Who is the deceiver of the whole world? The devil. She was operating out of the devil. She said, give me the skin of the goat. And she put it on him. So when it was time for him to go into his father, he was hairy, he was rugged, and he had the food. He looked, if it walked like a duck, it quacked like a duck, it's a duck. So he's blind. And now he was like, who are you? And, he still, even though his mama did all this stuff, he knew right from wrong. Even though you're under a spell of a narcissist, whatever, you still know right from wrong. You can't sit up here and blame the devil on everything when you know right from wrong. Let's say that. If you cheat on somebody, it's going to hurt them. But you laid down, you unzipped, you got in that bed, you lied, and you hid it, and you covered up your tracks like a dirty dog. Now when the truth comes out, you're like, I didn't mean to. Yes, you did, because you knew that when you lay with that person, that you was going to hurt others. It's a ripple effect. It's a domino effect. You know when you lied that it was going to have a consequence. That's why you lied, to cover it up instead of dealing with the consequence. The truth will set you free. When you tell one lie, you got to tell 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're living in a life of lies. But the truth will always free you. I say this, and I say this all in my relationships, and I think they be thinking I'm playing. I can eat the truth. Don't lie to me. I can eat the truth. We all fall short. We all gonna mess up. Let me have the choice in knowing what to do. The one thing I can't do is take a lie. Because now I'm going to be searching for the truth in the lie for a long time. Because if I got to find it, and I will, and I'm good at it, put me in the FBI, put me in the CIA. When I find the truth, ain't no coming back. Because I had to go find it. But if you give me the truth on a silver platter, I have nothing but to say, okay, I can stay or I can go. I can stay or I can go. I got to eat it. Because at least you gave me enough respect to not have me looking for it. I can eat truth. I'm talking about in it. I can eat it. But a lie, you playing in my face. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because now I got to put on my Inspector Gadget. Dun-dun-dun-dun, Inspector Gadget. Now I got to dream it. Now I got to have dreams and visions. Now I got to go. I'm talking about now I got to go to God. And I'm going to be right. And I'm going to tell you where it come from. I don't got time. Just save me the time. I ain't got time. Jacob still had time to tell the truth. Jacob still had time to tell the truth. But he didn't. He went full-fledged into the lie. Because sometimes when you want something so bad, you'll feed into the lie. You'll believe the lie. You'll become the lie. It's the reason why Illuminati happens. Because you want it so bad and you want it now. And you're going to get it. You're going to get it. The stadiums are going to be packed out. But when the blessings get snatched, the world's going to turn on you. You're going to be walking in the street in your tighty whities. You're going to be selling yourself. You're going to be getting a RICO charge when the devil snatches his blessings from you. It ain't pretty. It's the reason why you have to start growing organically. When you grow organically, you have room to mess up and room to grow. And it's more forgiving when you grow organically. I done messed up publicly several times, but you guys have given me room to grow organically. You laugh with me, you cry with me, you grow with me. Because I'm not pretending to be something that I'm not. I'm going to fall, I'm going to rise. I'm going to get back up. But I'm not going to fake it to get there. We all fall short of the glory. It's how you get back up. Right now, we're witnessing him falling, yet he's not getting up. He's falling head first into something that he wanted. Something that he wanted. So bad that he would lie for it, that he would steal for it. We watch this. In the celebrity world, we watch them declare people crazy. Poe Britney and Britney Spears ain't never been right. Wendy Williams, I'm gone. I'm talking about you get these same people, and all of a sudden, when the devil is done sucking the life out of them, they're made to be crazy. Because the devil's done. The deal is over. You signed in blood. And the devil's going to get it back in blood. We've witnessed this over and over and over again. We've witnessed this over and over and over again. You can go to the pastors. We see them fall. You know which ones took the deal. You know which ones took the deal. The world will turn on them so fast. The world will turn on them so fast. The world will turn on them so fast. Shirley talking about who? You saying I signed? Baby, I don't know your life. Did you sign, Bookie? I don't know. That's projection. I don't know. I know one thing Landaria didn't. Can't do it. We gonna sit here with my little 100,000 and we gonna keep it pushing. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting. Because when God grows you, they can't snatch it away. They can't snatch it away. You know one pastor that is very organic? Bishop Dale Broader. Very organic. Very not bought. Very authentic. Can't be bought. Don't take the, I don't know who I'm talking to. Maybe you're about to be having some contracts. Read the fine print. Read the fine print. And know when to walk away from something that isn't right. That isn't right. Jacob had time to turn back. But here he is with goat skin on him to be hairy and a bowl of soup that he didn't prepare. Everything about Jacob was fake. From the fake skin on him to the bowl that he did not prepare. But he walked his fake lying scheming behind in there to deceive his daddy. In there to deceive his daddy. Because he wanted it so bad. I'm going to put a pin in it because I got to get ready to go to the school. We're going to stop in Genesis 27 and we're going to stop at 18. Genesis 27:18. Somebody put a pin in that. We'll be back. I got to head to the school. But right now we're witnessing him having the ability to stop, but the desire to keep going. And his treacherous mother, Rachel. Forget Jezebel. We got a Rachel. We got a Rachel. So I'm going to put a pin in it right there. Genesis 27:18. And we're going to come back. This is a very long chapter. I'm talking about this can be a series on its own. But yeah, we got to put a pin in it. I got to head to the school with my son, get him registered. Put a pin in it, and we're going to pick it back up. I hope this made sense, y'all. I hope this made sense. Because we talk about Jezebel, but we don't be talking about Rachel. Really, we should go back to Eve, but we ain't going to go there. We're going to start with this one right here. Her and her little band daddy. The little liars and the deceivers. Okay? Okay. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to run to the school. I'll meet y'all back. All right. I love y'all. Have a good day.